Welcome! Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and break down the blueprint that makes your favorite rock songs so absolutely unforgettable.
You know that feeling, right? A song gets stuck in your head and you just can't shake it. It might seem like some kind of random magic, but you know what? Most of the time, it is completely by design.
Yeah, it's not random at all. Songwriters actually use a pretty predictable framework, a musical blueprint, you could call it, to build songs that are really easy for our brains to follow and, well, almost impossible to forget.
So let's start with the big question. Why do songs even have a structure? Well, it's all about finding that perfect balance between something new and exciting and something familiar and comforting that makes us feel right at home inside the music.
Okay, check this out. This is basically the roadmap for a typical song. Think of it as the journey that most rock songs will take you on, from the very first note to the last. And today, we're going to explore every single stop along the way. All right, let's dive right in, starting at the very beginning. We're talking about the parts of the song that set the scene and start to tell the story.
First up is the intro. I love this description. It's the song's musical handshake. It's the very first thing you hear, and its entire job is to grab your attention, set the speed and the style, and get you ready for what's about to happen. A really great intro is so powerful. It sets the tempo, which is just how fast or slow the song is, and it establishes the song's key. Now, the key is kind of like the home bass note that the entire song is built around. A good intro is why you can recognize some famous songs from just the first few seconds. That's a killer intro doing its job.
So right after that musical handshake, we get to the verse. This is where the story really begins. The verse is the foundation of the song's narrative, where the songwriter starts to lay out all the details and tell you what the song is actually about.
Now, what's interesting here is that while the music in each verse usually stays the same, the lyrics are always changing. They add new pieces to the puzzle. Verses are often a little bit quieter than the rest of the song, and they're designed to build up this anticipation for what's coming next.
And that anticipation, it leads us right to the main event, the chorus. This is the part of the song that's specifically engineered to be the most memorable, the part you can't help but sing along to.
Now, not every song has one of these, but it's a really cool trick. It's called a pre-chorus. It's a short section that acts like a ramp, building up tension and energy to make that jump into the chorus feel even bigger and more exciting.
And here it is, the chorus. This is the emotional center of the track, the big payoff. It usually has the song's title and its main message, and yeah, it's the part you can't wait to sing at the top of your lungs.
You can really see here how different their jobs are, right? The verse builds tension and moves the story forward with lyrics that change. Then, the chorus is this massive release of energy, driving home one main idea with lyrics that repeat. It's a perfect contrast.
So the bottom line is, that combination of repetition and high energy is exactly what makes the chorus stick in your mind, long after the song is over. It's like the sonic bullseye of the whole track.
But, even with an amazing chorus, a song can get a little repetitive. So a great song needs to avoid being boring. And that's where these next parts come in to shake things up a bit. First up is the bridge. This part usually only shows up once, typically after the second chorus, and it offers a completely new sound, a different melody, a fresh lyrical perspective, all designed to keep you engaged.
You can totally think of the bridge as the song's plot twist. It connects the middle of the song to the grand finale and throws in a little surprise just to keep you on your toes.
And of course, since we're talking about rock music, we have to talk about the guitar solo. This is such a classic element. It's that moment where an instrument literally sings, showing off some incredible skill and adding raw feeling to the track without saying a single word.
Okay, finally, let's talk about the parts that hold this whole thing together and how a song comes to a satisfying end. These are kind of the unseen heroes of the song structure. So while you might be focused on the singer, these other things are the glue. You've got the rhythm section, the drums and bass, and they provide the song's heartbeat. You have dynamics, which are just the changes in volume from quiet to loud that create emotion. And then you have hooks. Those are the super catchy little guitar riffs or vocal lines that get stuck in your head.
And all these parts usually fit into about 3 to 5 minutes. That's kind of the sweet spot for a hit song. Just enough time to tell a complete story and fit on the radio, but not so long that it loses your attention.
And to wrap it all up, we have the outro. It's the musical goodbye. It gives you a sense of closure, signaling that the journey is over, either by slowly fading away or ending suddenly with a powerful final chord.
So there you have it.
From that attention-grabbing intro to the final outro, every single piece has a purpose. They all work together to build the incredible songs you know and love. It's a really powerful formula.
So next time you press play on your favorite song, listen for this blueprint. Can you hear the verse telling the story? Can you feel the chorus explode with energy? Can you spot the bridge when it changes things up? You might just discover a whole new layer to the music you love.